All right, hey, and welcome to Tech Tips with Soldo Media. We were just finishing up a cooking program here with, all of our crew, Linus and everybody.
Yes.
And we've been waiting for the C70 update to come out. So Jake is going to walk you guys through how to do that update. And then we're going to show you some of the things that are happening in the update. But before we do that, let's talk a little bit about what's actually included in this update, because it's pretty terrific.
Yeah, it's a way better update than the last one. Last one had like one bug fix, but this one is like list.
I suppose, but the update that they released not too long ago before that last one, giving raw light,
That's
incredible. True. In fact, the C70 is by far my favorite camera. And it's just becoming more and more of a valuable camera. And it's why we keep on coming back and talking about it. And these updates are incredible. So, yeah, included in the update, Jake.
Among other things, there's a few lenses that get more compatibility. The cinema lenses has a few.
Yeah, the Zoom Flex.
Zoom Flexes, yes.
Yeah.
So you can control them better. And some of the R lenses can now be controlled with the ring. So you can set the option for them as well.
Mm-hmm.
Which exactly the ones is, either we're going to put in the text or...
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's too much to remember, actually.
No, there's a lot, too.
Yeah.
And alongside of the current XF AVC codec, which was 410 megabits, you can now do 4K Intra.
60 frames.
Up to 60 frames and 600 megabits per second. I mean, it's a huge file, a huge codec, and we're super excited to test it out today.
Oh, that's true.
The other thing, one of the things we're going to test out and show you is...
the Canon 709?
Canon 709. So you have like standard TV format is Rec 709, and the Canon cinema lineup with the C70 has wide DR 709. And what this Canon 709 is going to bring to it is actually an increase in highlights.
Oh, nice.
An increase in highlights. So whereas before you could, like 100 IRE would look like it's peaking, now it's not going to quite look like it's peaking. So you can kind of get away with a lot more in the high end than you used to. And that's going to be really fun. We're going to do a couple of different shots to test that out and see where we end up with that.
Yeah.
The other thing that is, Linus is going to demonstrate for us.
Yes, and it's the eye tracking.
Eye tracking.
Eye tracking, not face tracking.
Not face tracking, eye tracking.
It's important.
So he's going to be our muffin man today.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's not only that. The weakness of the C70 was the slow-mo did not have any autofocus to speak of. Now that also has eye detect.
So it has eye detect and
for slow
autofocus.
And fast.
That's awesome. That is so awesome.
Also, they added the 4-channel audio is now displayed on the screen, so you can see your audio levels.
That's really handy too, because I actually like to record with both input mics and onboard mics, so I always have something to cut to in an emergency.
Yeah.
Also, it's going to remember, going back to slow-mo,
True.
if you have your settings in slow-mo and say, like we always change from XF AVC to 10-bit MP4, I think it is.
Yeah, for the slow-mo.
For the slow-mo. And then you have to reset your frame rate and reset, like it thinks you're still in 50 and
now
it's going to remember it. And actually that's one thing that I can't wait to try out, because it used to be that you could, like, I wanted to set as the preset button on the front, number 11, to always do slow-mo and slow fast,
those,
but then it wouldn't remember the settings. So what was the point of it?
No,
so
that's true.
Hopefully that works. I'm not sure. That's not exactly the wording they use, but we're going to test it out today.
Yeah, hopefully that's the wording they're meant to use.
Right, exactly. What else does this update have? Oh, one of my favorites. One of the things I really longed for the C70, and it's going to actually make us pick up more C70s. It's the compatibility back to the remotes.
That's right.
Now I get the Sony remote stuck in my head what their code is called, but we'll put it on the screen. The
Canon,
the CCU remote controls, or not. It's not CCUs, but the remote that could control the color, the iris, and everything from far away is now available and compatible to this camera.
My goodness!
I know. I'm so excited. Can't wait to try it out. So anyway, let's jump right into Jake, you showing us how to do the update.
Yes.
And then we're going to take a quick look at
before and after.
The before and after.
That sounds fun.
Awesome.
What you want to do is go into usa.canon.com, search for the C70. There it is. Then you choose your operating system and the version you have on your computer.
Then you pick the update you want. It's the Canon Digital Cinema Camera EOS C70 firmware version 1.0.5.1. The date is 12/08/22. Check agree, press download. Go to the download folder and install the .dmg file. Insert your SD card in the reader. And then you put the .fir file in the main root folder. Your SD card needs to be formatted, by the way. To eject your SD card and put it in the slot B in the camera. Plug in power to your camera. And go to firmware on the C70, it's the last menu of all. Then you go install and then you wait.
Alright guys, this is a very cold but a good update from our update video. So, what worked was the eye tracking worked fine. I can see it on my screen right there. Hello, how are you? And updated 4-channel audio device monitor also works very nice. I have my built-in mics as reserve and I have my other mic plugged in the mic setting. Right, so one of the more important settings here was the Canon 709. So we did some tests with an R2D2. They were all set to the same settings. The only thing we did change was the color settings. And right away you can see that the Rec 709, it does look overexposed. Log really does give you the most flexibility in the grading, but you do have to do the grading. So if you don't do much grading, this Canon 709 and the YDR does give you a great flexibility and helps you recover when you need to. Overall, both have brilliant color and are fair in the highlights, offering a lot more range without crushing the details. In this test, YDR really looks better, so maybe we need to give the Canon 709 some more tests. Here's us testing the eye tracking on the slow-mo, so you can see how that looks. And it's actually nice to be able to have some autofocus when you have slow-mo again, because there was a lot of manual focusing before. So that's a great update. I really want to play with that a lot. Thank you guys for watching and following us along, and now you know how to update your C70. And if you don't have one, pick one up. It's the best camera I've ever had, actually. All right, but until next time, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe if you have any other videos you want us to have or just want to say hello. Don't forget to send us a comment down below. All right, guys, until the next one, see you guys.